What up, Ring Crew Army, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Square Circle Podcast. I am your host, Marie Shadows, and we are continuing our Road to Castle Attack series. This is match 2 of night 2, February 15th, 2021. This match is an 8-man tag match that features Bullet Club members going at the Chaos members. On the Bullet Club side, we have Chase Owens, Evo, Jay White, and Dick Togo. And then on the Chaos side, we have Okada, Sho, Yano, and Ishii. Before I get into this match, there are just some housekeeping notes to get to before we get to all the excitement. So I have completely finished watching the whole entire week of the Road to Castle Attack. So that means February 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. I was supposed to upload at least match 1 of night 2 for you guys, but I was mentally exhausted. And then I got distracted and made a cool fake mixtape album cover that featured the cool ass pose that Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, Evo, Jado, and Dick Togo did. And I sent that off to Tama to have a look at it. And I think that was just really cool. People over at Reddit had suggested the song titles, and we did something fun and positive as a wrestling community. I wasn't going to let that awesome picture slip away, so that's what I did. Eventually, social media will be able to see it, just not right now, but just know I was doing that. And now that I have all my notes for all those dates, you guys will definitely be hearing all the content coming straight at you. Again, New Japan World is getting the English commentary done. It's doing it at a later date, but I know some fans may not want to wait, and I want to start learning how to do commentary, and this is why these episodes are coming out. And just because I love wrestling all around, and you guys know that wrestling is my passion. Other than that, New Japan Pro Wrestling also has a poll up on Twitter. You could go follow at NJPW Global. It's a poll about which strap match stipulations should be used when come the Castle Attack main show. Chase Owens is now Texas champion. He's out of quarantine and he's fighting alongside his Bullet Club brethren and has challenged Yano to a Texas strap match. Normally, Texas strap matches include the following rules. Both men are strapped at the wrist and must tag all 4 corners of the turnbuckles in order to win. Now, the length of the strap can definitely be used as a weapon and is definitely going to be used as a weapon. And so Yano tried to introduce his version of a Texas strap match where he takes off the turnbuckle pads because he says that he can't just help himself. He has to do it, and that's how you win the match. Either him or Chase has to take off all 4 of them in order to win. That's a no, Yano. That's way too much work for both of you guys for maybe a 20 or 30 or maybe 35-minute match. Like, no, just go around, tag the turnbuckles, and you'll be okay. You don't have to always take off the turnbuckle pad and use it as a weapon. You have a strap to use it as a weapon and to whip the other opponent. So if you guys are listening to this podcast, make sure to head over to Twitter, go over to the NJWP Global Twitter account, and make sure to just vote for Chase's stipulation and not Yano's stipulation. And I know this is probably going to upset all the Yano fans out there, but I do not care. There are just certain things that Yano needs to stop doing. Taking off the turnbuckles for one, and low blows, but that's just me. And if you want some more fun news, I hope you guys that are listening know that Chase has a Twitch account, twitch.tv Crown Jewel BC. His community managed to get 200 subs, so that way we can have a Jay White Q&A over there. So it will be subs only, and this is going to be on Sunday, February 28th at 9 a.m. Japan time. But over here in the States on Eastern time, it's going to be on Saturday, February 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That might be a little complicated. It is, but no worries. When it's 7 o'clock. It's going to be cool that it's going to be right before they have to go to the show and kick ass. And it's going to be a really awesome Q&A. Just make sure that you are subscribed because it is subs only. And when it happens, don't be dicks. Just have some fun and let's have an amazing wrestling community moment where we get to ask Jay White some important questions and have some fun with it. So that's all the housekeeping on the news side of things. New Japan Pro Wrestling finally put up the backstage comments for most of their shows. And I will try to incorporate the backstage comments into my commentary of the matches themselves so that way I can progress storylines for you guys and you guys can understand why certain things are happening. Just bear with me with this brand new format because my podcast episodes are just a little bit out of line, out of consistency, but I'm having fun doing it. I'll dive into stories here and there and I'll dive into everything else. Just remember that these episodes are going up on anchor.fm/Square Circle Podcast and also on the YouTube side that I have revitalized. And I hope you guys can drop me a sub and click the notification button over on the YouTube side. I'll circle back to all of this around at the end. Let's now jump into this 8-man tag. Chaos members storm the ring and Bullet Club automatically retreats. Yano's in the middle of the ring, pacing around and yelling for Chase Owens to start the match with him. Yano reminds me of that Puerto Rican family member that gets super drunk and just says really loud, obnoxious things in a very, hopefully, if they're not too drunk, in a very fast Spanish manner. And you're just like, I don't understand a single word you're saying. And it's just all jumbled and everything. Every time Yano cuts a promo for the backstage comments, it's super fast. It feels like every single Japanese word is overlapping. And I'm just like, calm down. You're so loud. There's no need for that at all. But anyway, Chase and Yano start off the match and Yano automatically goes to take off the turnbuckle pads. Both of them. Chase decides to get the strap and hits Yano in the back. Then we have Evil, Jay, and Togo knock the Chaos members off the ring apron on the other side. Then Chase uses the strap to choke Yano and drive his knees into the midsection so Yano can't really breathe as well. Chase goes for a cover, but Yano kicks out at 2. There's a tag to Dick Togo and he comes in with some punches to Yano and then Dick Togo tags out to Evil. Evil has the wrist control, throws Yano into the exposed turnbuckle. Then we have Chase Owens coming in and he drops his knee across Yano's head. Then Irish whips Yano into the exposed turnbuckles and Chase tags in Jay. Jay comes in with kicks to Yano's midsection and then decides to go over and hit Ishii off the apron. And Jay tags out to Chase and Jay throws Yano to the outside so that way Chase could do some damage. Chase then secures Yano's wrist in one side of the strap. However, Yano manages to throw Chase into the barricade and then Chase goes and hits Yano with the strap. The ref takes the strap off of Chase's wrist and then Yano hits Chase with the strap. Yano's wrist is finally free from the strap. However, Jay tags in and Jay stomps Yano. Yano manages to drop Jay down to the mat by his hair and then tags out to Ishii. Ishii charges directly at Jay in the corner, but Jay gets the boots up and then sidesteps Ishii. Ishii goes chest first into the exposed turnbuckle. Then Jay tries for a shoulder tackle against Ishii, but Ishii is like a stone wall. He does not budge at all. A forearm from Ishii staggers Jay, and then Evil tries for a clothesline when he comes in, but Ishii pushes Evil into Jay. There goes that miscommunication again. Jay goes down and rolls out to the outside. Sho comes in and surprises Evil with a backcracker, then a high jumping knee to Dick Togo by Sho, a hip toss to Chase, and double kicks by Sho and Ishii. Ishii catches Jay White in a power slam after all that, and again, we're back at Ishii versus Jay and they're countering each other. They know each other's moves very well until Jay catches Ishii in a DDT. Jay does a running European uppercut, then a Death Valley driver to Ishii and goes for the pin on Ishii, but Ishii kicks out. Jay now has Ishii in close quarter combat and gives some knee shots to Ishii's gut and then some more European uppercuts, but Ishii just powers through all of that and does a vertical suplex to Jay White. Jay White rolls over to his corner and tags in Evil, and Ishii rolls over to his corner to tag in Okada. Now we have Okada versus Evil. Okada comes in with the speed against Evil, does a running elbow, and then decides to knock Chase off the apron and turns his focus back to Evil by doing a release roll-up into a flying elbow. Evil manages to do a fisherman suplex to Okada in this match, and Okada kicks out of the attempted pin, and Bullet Club rushes into the ring to take out the Chaos members. Okada misses a dropkick, and Evil comes in with an attempted Scorpion Deathlock, but Okada kicks free from that. Okada gives some uppercuts to Evil, and then gets kicked by Dick Togo as a distraction, and Okada misses his punch to Togo as Togo jumps off the apron. After Okada returns his attention to Evil, Evil gets caught with a boot, but as Okada runs the ropes, so does Evil, so that way Evil can cause the misdirection and lariat the hell out of Okada. Evil then goes over to his side of the corner and tags in Togo. Okada sidesteps the double team of Evil and Togo. There's a DDT to Evil, and then Sho comes in with a clothesline to Dick Togo, then with wrist control delivers kicks to Dick Togo. Togo comes in with elbows and punches to break free from Sho's grip. When the separation happens, there is a misdirection, and that allows Sho to do a shoulder tackle to Dick Togo, and Sho goes for the attempted pin. Once Dick Togo kicks out of the pin attempt, Sho goes for a Kimura lock. Maybe Sho can get the victory via submission for his team. However, Chase Owens comes in to break up that move by Sho, and Yano isn't far behind. So all members start fighting each other. Sho does a spear and then tries to cover Togo, but Togo kicks out. Sho goes for an arm bar on Togo, but Evil comes in and stops Sho with that. Evil does the STO to Sho and a huge lariat to Okada. And Dick Togo rolls over to get the victory pin over Sho. Bullet Club is victorious in this 8-man tag match on night 2 of the Road to Castle Attack. Now for post-match, because who doesn't love a good beatdown during a post-match? Gato and Jay White automatically go after Ishii. Gato from behind wraps the Jay White towel around Ishii's neck, and Jay White does a sleeper to poor Gabriel Kidd, and both of them just start attacking Ishii by just choking him simply with the towel. In the ring, we have Evil going after Okada. Evil puts the Scorpion Deathlock on Okada. And then we also have Chase Owens and Yano going after each other as well in the ring. Bullet Club again is being dominant and destructive against their Chaos opponents, and they're winning at everything. Even if you, the fans, see some of their match where they lose, they're still winners at heart. During the backstage comments, Jay White made it a point that he finally got what he wanted. He wanted the one-on-one match with Ishii, which is going to be one hell of a match, and that when he finally beats Ishii, it will definitely right the wrong in his path and his destino for him to become God and put all the pieces into place. And I wonder if we're still going to have the story of let's challenge for the 6-man never open weight tag team championships, because imagine the power that Jay White will have over Ishii, knowing that he finally got the victory over Ishii, and that both Tama Tonga and Tangaloa will defeat Yoshi and Goto in their respective singles matches over on Castle Attack come February 27th. And then February 28th is a huge tag match. But after all that, once Bullet Club have enough momentum, will Jay White Tungaloa challenge again for the 6-man never openweight tag team championships and finally take it off for the Chaos members. Like, I would like to see that. I think that during their first match at the New Beginning, Bullet Club got robbed, and I think they need to have another match, and so that way Bullet Club can get more gold into the team, and it'd be very exciting. Wrestling is definitely at a good point right now, and it's doing absolutely fantastic, and I love talking about this stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was my whole entire analysis, plus the play-by-play and the backstage comments and anything that's happening outside of New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's everything there. If you enjoyed this podcast episode via Anchor or YouTube, just make sure to show me some love on social media. I am very active when it comes to Twitter. You can definitely follow me and stay up to date with everything at Marie_Shadows. You can definitely show me some love over on anchor.fm/Square Circle Podcast. They also have a tip service there. So if you guys want to leave me a tip for all my knowledge and me talking about wrestling, go do that. And if you want to subscribe and hit that notification button over on the YouTube side, Square Circle Podcast. I also write about professional wrestling, so join the community over at theringcrew.substack.com. And again, don't forget to also support Chase in the upcoming Q&A with Jay White. Make sure you are a subscriber to his Twitch channel, twitch.tv/CrownJewelBC. This is all free promotion for Chase. I don't expect anything in return. I love wrestling, and I definitely love supporting the Bullet Club and anything else that relates to the Bullet Club and just wrestling in general. So, it's just free stuff. I really don't expect anything back except for like high fives, laughs, head nods, stuff like that. Supporting wrestling is fun, and I still love being in this business. And I sort of miss being in the ring and being with my wrestling buddies and family. So talking about wrestling and trying out commentary skills have kept me sane through everything. And I'm grateful for all the listens, all the feedback, all the shares, all the love. And this is just my way of trying to give back to the greatest sport that I love. So thank you for that, guys. Thank you for listening. And yeah, I've been listening to an episode of the Square Circle Podcast. I am your host, Marie Shadows, and I'll see you guys on the next one.